Hello everybody, welcome back. Zodyrus here, part 2, episode 2 of Pokemon X Gale Darkness. Okay, so first of all, I did Pika Hexing, as I said I would. Get used to that after pretty much every video I get new Shadow Pokemon. So I Pika Hex what I currently have. I've decided that I'm going to turn Eevee into Vaporeon, for the sake of... There's not very many good water types in the game, so I wanted to go ahead and use it. Then I have... Okay, bear with me a second, guys. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of forcing myself to record right now, simply because you guys wanted to see XDL Darkness. But I am not feeling well. I feel like crap right now. I'm quite ill. I'm getting like... Still can't stop fucking yawning. That's a given, though, at this point. I've got a fever, I think. No cough or anything like that. I'm just overheated and I'm super fucking tired. I've had next to no sleep the last couple of nights and I can't really figure out why. Oh. Ever since I stopped doing that stupid salesman job 3 days ago, it's like... my body's just been completely devoid of energy. It's almost like it wiped my fucking spirit out, man. God. Yeah, you know, the money that they were promising me at that job was very enticing, and it's the reason that I ended up going in the first place. But because it's... The money you earn at that job was performance-based, so if you didn't get a certain amount of demonstrations of the Avalier 2, or you didn't sell a certain amount of them, you don't get paid at all. And I was thinking, like, I'm not gonna fucking bother working at a job where I could work potentially 2 weeks and not get a paycheck. I mean, that's the same thing as volunteering to me, and it ain't fucking worth it. But it, like, threw off my mental state, because the stuff that they were fucking pitching at me, like, cruises and fucking $10,000 a month paychecks and all this stuff. You get starry-eyed when you lived in poverty your whole life like I have, and here I'm thinking, oh, cool, I'll be able to get off Section 8 housing and get my own actual house and get my dad, and, you know, so he can live with me instead of living in the shitty places at now and all this stuff. Fucking A. God, I talked about it a lot with my brother because he did it with me because I brought him on board. We both agree that was one of the worst mistakes we've made in a long time. It didn't help us at all. I mean, I have pre-existing injuries, you know, my legs are still fucking hurting after several days. I mean, that's not good. You know, I mean, I barely did much, you know. I'm a big guy, you know, I understand that, but I shouldn't be in this much pain just from walking outside for 5 miles. And if you guys didn't know, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, okay? It gets 100+ degrees in this city for almost 100 days of the year. If I'm out there walking around knocking door to door with people who don't want to fucking open their damn door, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm seriously going to actually keel over and die of heat stroke. I'd personally rather work a temp job. Work a couple of days where I need to so I can get myself a new rig. You know, maybe pay a bill ahead of time. But I'm in a very fortunate position where I don't have to work that much to make ends meet. My brother covers the bills because he donates plasma, and that's honestly enough. I don't know what that says, but it works, you know. But anyway... So expect this in the next 2, 3, maybe 4 videos at the most to be a bit diverted of energy. I'm also not going to be talking about much going on screen. The primary reason is that I'm not a walkthrough guy. I had originally started out with my first YouTube channel making walkthroughs. This is back in 2010. Where I had, like, go into actual detail about what each part of the game is and what you can do and stuff. But, I don't know, I gave up that a long time ago, which is why I've never called these walkthroughs. I define a walkthrough and a let's play differently. To me, a walkthrough is essentially a video guide of a video game. So it's me or whoever is doing the walkthrough going through the game and doing just about everything in the game and showing you how to get everything in the game. But a let's play is just me kind of sitting on my butt playing the game, you know? I love playing games, and the only difference between a let's play and my normal way of playing games is that I'm talking while I'm doing it. Also, I'm going to get Vaporeon, as I said, because really the only other water type that we get access to early on is Walrein, which isn't terrible, it's just, it's not as good as Vaporeon. They both serve essentially the same purpose, and Vaporeon, while having lower defenses than Walrein, does have a better typing as a pure water type as opposed to an ice water type. Meaning it doesn't have a weakness to rock and fighting types, and it keeps its resistance to steel types, making Vaporeon the obviously superior choice. I actually remember last time I tried to record this video, because it's been about 2 hours since I tried to record the first time. Because, I mean, this frame drop shit, it's nothing I can do about it. This literally only happens when I record. It never happens when I'm playing the game by itself. Because I'm looking at my CPU right now, and I only have a 2.39, 2.4 gigahertz CPU. Just running what it's running now, it's taking 85% of my CPU's memory. So it makes perfect sense why it's taking so damn long, because my CPU is just not strong enough. I mean, it's fine when I'm just running the game, but recording GameCube and 3DS is a lot more taxing on my CPU than just recording, or than just playing them. Now, granted, my 3DS games lag regardless of if I fucking play it or not, or if I fucking record it or not, but... Oh, and to kind of make this a little bit easier for me so I don't have to do PK Hex immediately after this... Actually, no, I don't even have to do that. I do have every TM, so I'm just gonna slap Vaporeon in the face with some Water Pulse and some Ice Beam. I also gave her an Electric-type Hidden Power to give her pretty damn good coverage. That way she can handle other water types without really any issue, having to have a backup in that case. So slam her with Ice Beam too. I'm going to keep Bite on her because it's a very good special move for her. If this were Gen 4 and onward, I'd swap that out with Shadow Ball, since Bite became a physical move. And then just slap Hidden Power on her. And that's going to be essentially her final moveset until I PK Hex her to have Waterfall. See, it's going a little bit faster now because the CPU is not using quite as much, but it's still going slow. Oh. Yeah, I have over in the back right corner on my other screen, because I actually have my laptop connected to my TV through the HDMI out. That way I can have, like, the statistical shit on the right side where the laptop screen is, and the game itself on the left screen where the I have a 34-inch flat screen TV. It's a lot easier to play the game from there. See, now I'm not getting really any frame drops. In fact, it's actually going a little bit faster than normal. Which is what I prefer anyway. Yeah, not going to worry about the fucking catching them with normal Pokeballs. I'm just going to Master Ball it and call it a fucking day. Primarily because that's not fun for me to struggle with the Pokeballs. Like, if I'm doing a legendary Pokemon capture video, then yeah, I'll do the long bit because, you know... I mean... 99% of people aren't going to have unlimited Master Balls. Or, even if they did, they might not want to use infinite Master Balls. They might want to know the capture rate and how to capture the legendaries. Which, just a heads up, I think the capture rate for 90% of legendaries is capture rate of 4. Somewhere between 75 or 70 and 4. I think a capture rate of 255, which is the max capture rate, is a 33.3% chance of capturing the Pokemon with a Pokeball at 100% health. It's one of those weird number statistics that I know that is never going to help me in real life, but it's still interesting. It's like my brother says, like I'm an encyclopedia of useless information. I don't really consider it useless. I mean, you know, useless to some, useful to some others. He just doesn't care because he doesn't like Pokemon. Ugh. But, you know, teach their own. You don't like what I like, that's fine. I don't care if you don't like it, I just don't want you to make fun of it. I know there's plenty of people that hate Pokemon. I don't get why. But that's also my 100 billion% nostalgic bias screaming down my earlobe. You know, I love Pokemon, I've always loved Pokemon, I'm always gonna love Pokemon. And honestly, I don't even know why I love it anymore. I'm just nostalgia. I'm nostalgia incarnate. That's all I know at this point. I reckon I'll Pika Hex these guys a little bit later. I want to get to Agate Village, capture... get out of Agate Village, then head to... Where will I be heading after that? I think it's... Shit. Oh, the Shadow Pokemon Laboratory, that's right. I think it's Agate, Mount Battle, and the Shadow Pokemon Lab, I believe. Could be wrong on that. Oh yeah, I mean, as long as my CPU is about 50, 60%, maybe 70 at the most being used, the game doesn't lag. So that is, in fact, the problem. It's nothing I can really change. It's just sometimes... Because the RAM usage has been consistent this entire recording session so far. 3.6 out of my 6 gigs of usable RAM is being used. And yes, my laptop only has 6 gigs of RAM. Don't judge me. I'm getting another 8 gig stick pretty soon. RAM is fucking expensive. I think I could probably upgrade the CPU in my laptop, but it would probably be more effective just to get a new computer. I don't want to. I love this laptop, but at the same time, it's a laptop, not a desktop, so it's not gonna... Wait a minute, where am I going? So it's not gonna be, you know, as efficient as it could be. If I had it as efficient as it could be, you know, I think I could probably stick a late-gen i5 into the same socket type the CPU has. Whenever I get a chance, because I did go to school for this, whenever I get a chance to build my own rig, I will show you guys a total tutorial video on how to actually build your own. I mean, I did go to school for that. I am certified as a technician, so... Or, well, I will be as soon as I pass the fucking bar. See, I went through the whole course, but I didn't actually pass the test. I'd actually started working at Walgreens around the time that the test was going to be due, and unfortunately I needed money more than I needed, well, the test. And, I reckon I could probably still go back and take the test for free, but either way, I kind of had to put that beside me. Because the test was kind of annoying. A lot of it was strictly memorization of stuff that just came right over my head. Like, I still remember a lot of the stuff from my IT class, but, you know, before it was the 901 and 902 when I took the class, and then in July of last year, it became the 1001 and 1002, which is also the reason that I stopped. Oh well, I do eventually want to build my own gaming computer, though. Like, from scratch, like, you know, or get something that I can easily upgrade. Like, I've been looking at Dell Optiplexes, some of the higher ones, like 990 and above. Oh, I know that's low, but still. I've been looking at those, and they run about $200 a pop. If I can get a, I don't know, an Optiplex 990 with a i5 4550 CPU, something with 3.1, 3.2, 3.3 gigahertz or higher, and then get like a low end, like a 750 Ti graphics card, that would probably be just enough. I don't really need something like super good. You know, for the most part, I just need something that can run my emulators just fine. Because I can run PC games on this damn bitch, no problem, except for Fallout 4. The only reason I know about that is because my brother tried playing Fallout 4 on my laptop and it didn't work. But everything else, I mean, you know, the main problem is my 3DS emulator. My computer is not powerful enough to run that thing at full speed. Even with the hack that I have on it to make it run faster, when I'm recording, which is the main, in fact, the only reason why I even have the emulator in the first fucking place, when I'm recording, it lags like crazy, and I'm sure you guys, from those of you who have seen some of my 3DS videos, especially from my countdown videos, just recording a 1.5-minute long clip, it lags like crazy. I mean, I remember from one of my videos, my top 10 favorite Pokemon video, I recorded some clips for my 3DS emulator, and it was damn near running at half speed. I mean, that's just unacceptable. If I had a 3 gigahertz CPU in this motherfucker, I wouldn't have that problem, because the internal graphics, you know, the integrated graphics may not be good, but they're good enough. You know, I mean, it can obviously render 3D models just fine. I mean, the big problem comes when I'm trying to record while I'm playing the game. If I'm just playing the game, I mean, even 3DS, though, even 3DS lags like crazy. But if I'm playing the game and recording, 3DS is damn near unplayable. Which is the main factor that actually got me pissed off towards the tail end, the last, like, 8 or 9 videos of my Ultra Moon Let's Play. It was the main reason why I was getting tired of it, because the lag was just so unbearable. And I mean, you know, my brother doesn't agree with me on this because he's used to playing crappy games, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, I'm sure you guys could back me up on this, that playing a game with lag is not fucking fun. If the game is meant to run at 30 or 60 or 120 FPS, you expect it to run at that speed. Like, I've been trying to frickin' play Breath of the Wild on my Semu emulator on my laptop, and some goddamn how I got it to work. Thank you, BSOD Gaming, because he's probably the main reason why it works in the first place. Plus the guys over at Semu upgrading it more and more. If I get a more powerful rig, I'll be able to run Breath of the Wild at 60 FPS with no problems whatsoever. Even with just a mid-range graphics card, I'd be fine. But, you know. Oh, I hate yawning. I don't know. If I can just get a better computer. It's kind of what my brother and I are aiming for, because he's using one of our ex-friends' computers that's still in my living room. It's a fucking potato. Well, scratch that. It's a good computer, it's just, the setup on it is absolute garbage. Whoops, I did not mean to do that! I meant to press B, use Ice Beam on Lotad, and then use Shadow Blitz on Snubble. Ah, well. I also forgot to give everybody lucky eggs when I was Pika Hexing. I just remembered that. I'll fix that later. I'm probably going to make this video a little bit longer. Excuse me. Because I want to capture all of the Pokemon Power Rangers Shadow Pokemon before I continue. Although that probably would put the video over 45 minutes. Because I still have to go to Mount Battle after I'm done here. Oh. Fuck, can I stop yawning, please? Thank you. It's like I have to turn off my AC to record because I don't have a proper headset. And my air conditioner, my desk is literally right under it. And my AC is very fucking loud. And it's 80 degrees outside with 30% humidity in the middle of the fucking desert. My window has no damn insulation at all. So when it was the winter time, the cold air would come through and I'd freeze to death. But then when it's hot outside, warm air comes in and I burn alive. Having endothermic problems is really annoying. My body can't seem to understand that taking a time to cool itself down is a worthwhile endeavor. And when it does try to cool me down, it makes me sweat so goddamn much I could literally make a puddle out of my glasses lens and drink that shit in the middle of the desert. Oh, guess where I am. I know I'm just rambling at this point, but like, XD, there's not really anything I could say. I mean, to sum up the game in about 45 seconds. You're a kid who's given access to capturing shadow Pokemon from an organization that was supposedly shut down 5 years prior to the game's beginning, even though that it actually wasn't. During those 5 years, they acquired more and more Pokemon, trying to perfect a legendary Pokemon called Lugia and turn it into the perfect shadow Pokemon that cannot be purified no matter what. And as you are going through the story, you are taking back the Shadowfly Pokemon that were extracted from the SS Libra, which was a ship that was shown in the beginning of the game that Shadow Lugia dropped in the middle of the desert, which we will eventually go through, and then we'll hit town after town after town after town after town, meeting all kinds of characters, capturing Shadow Pokemon, and then eventually take the entire battle down to the Ciphers main island at Citydark Isle, take care of all the admins for a third, second, or whatever time, take all their Shadow Pokemon again, and call it a day. That's about it. I need to not record when I'm in a mental state like I am now, but honestly, I have to do something. I'm bored out of my fucking mind, and XD Governments is fun. Only downside is trying to talk when I'm playing it, because 9 times out of 10 when I'm playing a video game, unless it's like Metroid Prime or something. Actually, no, even then. Most of the time when I play a video game, unless it's a heavily story-based video game, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the only game I can really think of as an exception to this rule. Most of the time when I'm playing, I'm just listening to music or watching videos or... Yeah, I almost never play games. I never talk when I play games. That's why I'm a little bit more awkward than other Let's Players, because... I mean, I've been doing this for 5 years, damn near. Holy shit, it's almost been 5 years, goddamn. And I made a thank you video when I had 4 years. Fuck. I also completely forgot that my Vaporeon was burned. Oh well. Not that it matters. You can choose faster. Thunderbolt's gonna hurt, but it's not gonna kill. At least it shouldn't. Ah, there goes my CPU spiking again. 80%, 80%, 75, 75, 77. Yeah, it's spiking. It might also be because... Last night, like before I recorded, I passed out at like 6 o'clock from fatigue. Just the last several weeks have been really hard on my body. I passed out from fatigue and then woke up at 2 a.m. Daylight savings time can kiss my ass. And then after that, I woke up fucking again. After I went back to sleep at like 6, woke up again at like 9. And it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, almost 6 now, and I've been up since 9, and... Holy balls to the wall, Jesus Christ. See, this sequence is supposed to run in 60 FPS, that's why it's running at 30, oh god, 19. Holy penis. That's gotta be a priority, getting a rig that can handle my emulators. Because I can play games like Ukulele and, Fallout and fucking Shantae Half Genie Hero. Fuck, I can play all those games with basically no lag. And Freedom Planet, which was actually really fun, surprisingly enough. I haven't played it in a while, though. Probably should give it another go. But I can play games like that with no lag. No lag at all. The minute I pop open an emulator and start recording the motherfucker, all of a sudden the emulator talks like trash, and then the emulator... Ugh. I can smell my CPU screaming, okay, damn it. Alright, so now we gotta go to Mount Battle. And then at Mount Battle, we're gonna get another detour from the guy Vander, who runs Area 10. Okay, now you want my PDA, that's fine, Eagun is eager. Eagun is eager to get my phone number. I know that the next video is going to start with me capturing the Shadow Pokemon from the Power Ranger people. So what I'm thinking about doing, because I'm going to go to Mount Battle next, what I'm thinking about doing is that after I capture them all, because I want to use them on my team, after I capture them all, I'll either pause the video, because I can keep Bandicam paused for as long as I want to be paused, save the game, and then do the PK hexing off-screen, and then reload the save file, and then unpause when I'm back in-game. Or I could just make it a single, separate clip, and then join it back together in my video editor. I think I'll do the former, just because it doesn't involve video editing. Look, I may love making videos, but that doesn't mean I like editing. Well, correction, I love editing, but it's just, I'm so finicky when it comes to editing. It's the reason I half-ass a lot of it. Because if I stay with an editing problem for a long time, I'm going to lose complete track of time and focus. And I'm basically going to be stuck editing the same clip microsecond by microsecond for like 2 hours. And then hate it and then have to scrap it and restart. And that's never fun. I'll probably ask this again at the beginning of the next video, but I just thought of something. Let me know in the comments, or anywhere else, really. If you guys want me to do the Mount Battle Challenge to get Cyndaquil, Totodile, or Chikorita. If you guys want me to do that, I'll probably do that as a separate thing. I'm not going to do that, like... I really don't want to do that as a voiced thing, but if you guys want to see me do that, I have no problem making a separate video for that. But it's definitely going to be after the Let's Play is over, because I'm going to be using a separate team, probably, from the main team I'm going to be using throughout the game. I'm probably going to PK Hex in some Pokemon that I really want to use. I mean, I'll probably still use the majority of the main team. I'll probably have Vaporeon and Gardevoir, which will be my main two. Once I get to Pirate Town and the end of that, Gardevoir will definitely be my number one. Well, number two, because obviously, fucking... I always like to give more love to my starter Pokemon than I do any other party member. Most of the time, I have my starter Pokemon as the highest level in my party. And then everybody else 2 or 3 levels below my starter. That's how I usually do it. Now, granted, with Pika Hex and all that stuff, I don't do that much anymore. I just make everyone the same level. But in my early years of Pokemon, especially when I was playing Pokemon Platinum, which was my first DS game I ever played, and still one of my favorite games of all time, and I can't wait for you guys to vote for that one eventually. But, you know, when I would do it in that game, I would always have Empoleon as my number 1, and then Gardevoir, Lucario, and everybody else a little bit lower than that. But, that's another... Oh, but I mentioned before. Yeah, XD is going to be the next... This whole Let's Play is XD, and then after that I'm going to do Metroid Prime, and then I'm going to do another poll. In between XD and Metroid Prime, and also between a certain amount of XD videos, depending on how many videos of XD I make. Like, for example, if I end up making 30 Pokemon XD Darkness videos, then every 5 or 7 or so XD videos will come out a separate video that is not related to the Let's Play. So I'll probably have, you know... Because, God, I think I have like 14 videos on the back burner right now. I've already finished Legendary Pokemon Capture for Pokemon Crystal. I have one more Legendary to capture for Pokemon Moon Legendaries. And after that... Shit, what else do I got? After that, I think I've got... Because I've got most of the Pokemon games done when it comes to Legendary Captures. Really, the only game that I haven't done is Shield. But then again, Sword and Shield technically only have 2 Legendaries, and that's being Zacian or Zamazenta, depending on version, and Eternatus. So, and I already did a video on both of those during the Let's Play. Although technically, Zacian was a separate thing. Alright. But, let's go ahead and walk forward just a bit to let the idiotic sextuplets introduce themselves. Resix, Bluesix, Browsix, Yellowsix, Perpsix, and Greasix. I much prefer how they are portrayed, actually a little bit more how they're portrayed in the fucking, ROM hack. Which I'll probably do a Let's Play for that too, but that's... God, after I'm done with XD, I'm gonna be done for a while, because I've been XDing up a fucking storm. I already have 2 videos, I think, ready for XD. Like, not including the Let's Play at all. Plus, I still have to do... I still want to do the fucking Ore Coliseum, too. But anyway, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for this video here. So, in the next video, I'm going to be capturing all these smucks fucking legendary... or Pokemon, and then I'm going to... and then I'm going to do the Pika Hexing off screen of everybody, including the 2 members that I have in my party. Purify them and all that shit, but I will talk about more of that in the next video. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. This has been ZDS, making you following one video at a time, and I will check you guys later.